You know, of course, that Jesus in the New Testament is God in loving form, and in the Old Testament, the Hebrew Bible, we've got God in judgmental form, right? That's not even remotely true. You may have heard it, but it's not true. For one thing, you'll see Jesus doing lots full out hardcore judging sometimes, especially religious people who don't trust in God's power. But in the Old Testament, you'll find God showing lots of mercy and grace and love. Like in Numbers chapter 9, there's a really cool little story there where they're getting ready. They've been out of Egypt for a year. They're moving toward the promised land. The entire nation is moving together. And it's time to celebrate the first Passover, the first big festival. And there are a lot of rules about that festival, about who can be there and who can't. And if you've done some things that make you ceremonially impure, you're not allowed to go. And then they come up and they say, it says in Numbers chapter 9, verse 6, but some of them could not celebrate the Passover on that day because they were ceremonially unclean on account of a dead body. They had to bury someone or maybe just move a dead animal. So they came to Moses and Aaron and said, we want to celebrate Passover, but we're not allowed to. And here's where judgmental Old Testament God should have said, well, you should have thought of that before you did that. And it should have been mean. And no. They went to God and God said, oh, that's terrible. Oh, maybe they could do it next month. Because what we'll do is we'll do an alternate Passover next month so they can celebrate things. Because that'll give them plenty of time to get cleaned up and get all their stuff together. And they can do it then. And that'll be perfectly cool. What? Passover was day one of their year. God just broke a dozen of his own rules to let these people celebrate Passover. Because God is always a loving, merciful God wherever you encounter him, including your life. And that's today's Jumpstart.